Hey guys, welcome back, and last video I tested how long it would take to run around the whole of Aionios in Xenoblade 3, and that was a few weeks ago now. But this time, we're going to do that same thing, but backwards. This is actually suggested by a comment on that last video. You can check it out at the top right corner here, and there are some interesting differences that will change how this run turns out. Will it be slower, or will it actually be faster than the run from the last video? Let's find out. Just like the last video, I'm starting with the Aetia region. However, the location is completely different, since you can't actually get up to the upper Aetia region from lower Aetia. The closest you can get is right next to the ledge under Cooley Lake, where Peril Wing Ryuho spawns. Right by this cliff edge here is where we'll start the run, and end it once we cycle through all the other regions. This may contribute to a faster run, as we don't have to run through nearly as much of the Aetia region, I think. As for the upper Aetia region itself, there's a split path here at Gava Junction, but the route we took originally is faster since we can drop down this cliff. Now I'm off to the Cadensia region, which you might remember from last time being the longest area by far. Unfortunately, I don't think that'll be changing much here. And yeah, I was correct. Besides a small skip here, where we jump off this ledge instead of going through Lagart prison camp. The Cadensia region is just as long and monotonous and boring and annoying as it was before. I mean, at least the music is nice, and I mean, the area's not ugly looking, but still really flat and not much going on. There's really not much else to talk about here, and that'll just be the case for most of the regions in this video, which is why it's going to be a shorter one than the last one was. Going with the trend, the Keves Castle and Pentelas regions are also equally simple. They're both literally the exact same as last time, just in reverse. Same path through the fort in Colony 11, same bridge in Pentelas region. The region after this, Fornis, is actually pretty interesting though. It's probably even the most interesting part of this run, though that's not a high bar, clearly. There are two forks I want to focus on though, just like the last video except different locations. First, at Elsair Cape, we can go back the way we came in the last video, or we can go down the path through Orochi's Crag. These both take us to the same opening in front of Colony 4, but the new one-way opening, the crag, may be faster. After some testing of these two routes, I was correct that this new path is faster, though only by 15 seconds, so it wasn't a big deal. With that, we're back to the start of this run with the Aetia region, except at the bottom part and not the upper part. The Aetia region starts off similar to how it ended in the last video, with Milik Meadows and the Garaflava lowlands. However, that's also where the path changes. Instead of going to Colony 9, I need to go to the upper reaches of Elfado Valley, where Colony Gamma is. The path behind the colony takes you right to the ledge we started on, ending the run with a time of 49 minutes and 55 seconds, which is actually a few minutes faster than the result from the video a few weeks ago. The separate times for each region go as follows: 4 minutes and 37 seconds for Upper Aetia, 25 minutes and 1 second for Cadensia. Wow, what a surprise, right? 3 minutes, 24 seconds for the Keves Castle region, and the Pentelas region was the shortest with only 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Then Fornis took 7 minutes, 17 seconds, and the last region, Aetia, just now, took 6 minutes and 39 seconds. What's interesting is that some of these times are faster than the equivalents from the last video, but others are slower. Things like cutting out the whole prison camp in Cadensia, for example, actually save a lot of time. And even smaller things like just small ledges that you can jump over instead of having to go around also matter quite a bit here. This video was shorter than the last one, but that's mostly just because there was less to cover. If you want to see what the results were for going around Aionios the normal way, you can check the last video. If this video is interesting to watch, I would also appreciate if you liked it. I enjoy making the videos, but it is always nice to see other people interested in the content as well. Anyways, with this video done, it may be a while until my next major video, because I want to make it a multi-part analysis of Xenoblade 3 and how the characters and events of the game actually represent the Xeno series' history as a whole. I have some really big ideas to make videos on there, and I want to make them really high quality, so I'll probably only be able to get out one part of that before the year ends. If that sounds interesting to you though, make sure to subscribe so you see when I eventually get those videos done. Anyways, see you guys all in the next video. Bye.